Hey, how you doing? This is Marky Worthington. You're listening to the Marky Worthington Comedy Podcast. This is episode 11 with the Three Blind Men. Before we get into it, we got a couple of comedy dates coming up with the 7th of February at Q Wagga with the Riverina Comedy. Taylor Coughtrie, myself, and Bradley Bishop will be the Canberra comedians on that bill. So Taylor Coughtry's in this episode. Head on out to that one there if you're in the area. Also on the 7th of Feb, we've got the 15 Minutes of Fame at the Boardwalk Bar in Balconnen. That one's hosted by Kai Fei, so head on out to that one if you're in Canberra. There's the White Rabbit open mic on the 12th of February at White Rabbit on Northbourne. And then on the 12th and 13th at Civic Pub, there's also Raw Comedy. They're the Raw Comedy events. I'll be on the 13th of Feb, so the Thursday night event. Check that one out. At the Basement is the open mic that I host. So that's normally on the third Tuesday of every month, but this month it's on the Monday. So I got that event coming up. And then to cap off the end of the month, we've got the Boardwalk open mic on the 26th of Feb, also hosted by Kai Fei. So check that one out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and rate. Helps out getting the word out there for the podcast. In the meantime, enjoy the episode.
Sweet, let's do it.
Hey, this is Marky Worthington. I'm joined here with the Three Blind Men. From left to right, we've got
Chris Marlton,
Taylor Coughtrie,
and Nick Schuller.
Welcome to the show, boys. Good to have you on.
Thanks for having
Good
us.
to be on.
thank you very
You
much,
guys
Mark.
were-
Appreciate it.
Yep, cheers, man. You guys are one of the original local comedian podcasts that came up when I first started a few years ago. I think Chris started with Beast Monkey and then Three Blind Men like a year later or something like that.
Oh yeah, the Beast Monkey one was way before that.
Yeah,
Way
yeah.
Before I started comedy, at least 6 months.
And that's obvious.
Like the first few episodes are just when you're first trying to work it out and stuff.
I don't know, I've never listened to
I was like, what do you mean? That's a great podcast.
Isn't it just
Actually,
like
I
it's
knew-
just me and my friend talking about
I just
Michael
assumed,
Jordan
man. I just
and
assumed.
Michael Jordan in UFC and losing weight.
So it's our
It's the same
podcast.
yeah, it's the same thing.
So it's our podcast. It's with a different
It's
bunch of people.
Trial run.
All podcasts.
Dude, I think that no matter what I said then, it was going to be taken as like, oh, so you didn't like it?
I literally listened to a podcast today that referenced Chicago Bulls in the 90s and talking about Jordan.
Yeah.
That's actually funny, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there should be a default description when you make a podcast that says the guys talk about basketball, losing weight, and women.
Yeah,
Right,
it's like
we
a
will
general
talk about
blanket.
Michael Jordan at some point.
The greatest.
Yeah, does sports come up much in the Three Blind Men?
Yeah.
Too much.
Not enough.
No, I don't think there's there's probably such thing as too much sports.
There is too much. We don't do it too much.
There's such thing as there being too many sports in existence.
Yeah.
Okay, you can only have 3 sports in existence. What are they?
Okay, you know what? Straight up, you gotta say basketball.
No doubt.
Basketball, soccer.
What's number 3?
I'm gonna say winter sports and action sports don't count.
Nah, dude, go ice hockey.
I was going to
No,
say
you know what?
slalom. You have to go slalom.
Oh, you definitely don't have to.
Ice hockey sucks, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate
straight
ice
up.
What's your
ice
problem
hockey
with ice
sucks.
hockey?
I
Almost
hate ice
all of it. Just what are you guys doing? Skating around on your little skates, like trying to flick this little puck that no one can see.
Yeah, it's
No
impossible.
one, why do you even watch it?
So
Yeah.
hard
No
to
one
watch.
can see what's going on.
Do you know why I watch it, man? Because I have a short attention span, and there's like it's broken up into bits. You know, you just get through it that way.
It is the only sport where they watch like the echo. If you're a fan, you watch the body language and you learn the body language. Of the
Yeah,
players.
you
See
don't
where it
actually
is.
You
see
never know
what's
where the puck
going
is,
on.
you're just imagining
And
where it is.
they have to give you that bang, like every time.
Yeah,
and
the
play-
goal lights
play
up and, like,
music
it's
shit,
fucking-
and then like a whole bunch
Dude,
of like people with like alcohol fetal
Absolutely.
syndrome in the crowd because they all live in cold areas and that's all people do is fucking drink and die. And so
fuck.
they're just like, yeah, and you're legally allowed to punch people in the fucking head and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, ice hockey blows.
Oh,
I feel like it's
We could
everything
cut away
about
with
it is just fucking in your face. Hey, like you said, it's just made for people that can just fucking retain their attention for long.
You know what it is? I think it's made for people who have just a tiny amount of sporting ability to do something, but are terrible at everything else.
No, it is.
Like
It's a
everyone
skillful
knew,
sport.
everyone
It takes
knew
ages,
that. Like, yeah, but how many of them? If you tried to get them to kick a football, how many do you reckon would be able to do it?
Well, no, not many because they
Not many,
don't
but
play
not many.
football.
Not
On
many.
ice it'd be harder too.
But you can give regular people who are kind of athletic a ball and they can kick it.
That was a good joke. That was a good joke by Mark. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't. I'm only paying attention to what I'm saying.
Oh,
He said it'd be harder to kick a football on ice as well. Anyway, like they're in their full uniform with
just-
blades and all that, and they're trying to kick a football with the gloves
Yeah,
on and
just
shit.
hand pass the ball like over the top.
full like
Just hits him in the helmet.
Have you seen the ice
laser
hockey things?
glory type.
Like the games where they like have those nuts celebrated. Like some of them, they like at a certain point in the game, they all throw teddy bears onto the ice. But there's one where they
Who throws the
do it
teddy
like
bears?
the fucking fan.
Fan.
There's one where they do it with
With
fish.
babies? Oh.
No, like whole fish. They just fucking rain fish onto the ice at like the end of the second quarter.
Why?
I don't know why. There was some. I don't know. It's just fucking entertaining.
Because they all have alcohol fetal syndrome and they're all
And
just
access
doing
to
that type of
fish.
shit.
I think
man.
that'll
100%,
answer most
100%.
questions. Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
even a
man.
question,
Okay,
don't
so
answer.
third sport is
Tennis.
no.
Yeah.
Keep AFL, right?
Huh?
I'm surprised
Keep
that wasn't
AFL?
your number
Or are you gonna
one.
be-
What do we got
but
already?
This is for the whole world. And
Yeah, I
I don't
know.
want to be selfish enough to say that AFL is the best sport in the world, although like it kind of clearly is when you look at it and compare it to every other sport. Like
Yo,
just on a visual level and how much you got.
I've
to
forgotten
do
already.
and
What do we
how
got?
much you got
What's
to be
on the
good
list?
at.
It was
Basketball,
and soccer. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go by population and you're not a racist, you have to say cricket.
No.
Yeah,
it's the-
you do.
it's
You
That's
the
do.
only
play-
Commonwealth
play-
countries.
You do.
Also, it's
Yeah,
not
you
like
do.
the other two
The
things.
world.
It's not.
And it is a variation.
Yeah, it is
That's
a
true.
variation.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because you can't say European handball.
No,
'Cause
Ooh.
that's just a cross between soccer and basketball.
but
And
it
nobody plays
literally
it.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's like indoor soccer with your hands.
Like Lithuania and trans people who
Estonia.
aren't allowed into the AFLW
Wait,
only
wait.
play it.
You say the people who play European
There's
handball
only two types of people who
are
play European
Lithuanians
handball.
and transgenders.
And transgendered people who aren't allowed to play in the AFL. Those are the only two types of people that play European handball
Yeah.
that no one gives a
Have you
fuck
seen that
about.
footage? It's pretty full on.
Yeah, it's
Of
pretty
people
gnarly.
playing
6'6".
European handball.
Hannah
Um,
Monsey,
really?
bro, she
the
represents
AFLW.
Australia in the European handball, man.
and she's
And it's honestly wild. It's
And
wild
she's
to see.
transgender.
she's six,
Yeah, she's like, bro.
I don't know who this
she used to
is.
be a dude, and she's 6'6" or something, and
She's
built like
And
Dwight
fucking
Howard.
Like a brick
kills
shit house,
it.
dude.
Just handball.
And she's been playing. She's from Canberra, man. She's been
Oh,
playing
fuck.
AFL here, and she's trying to like going through all these like discrimination lawsuits and
Oh.
stuff like that because first of all the VFL women's wouldn't let her play, and then the AFLW won't let her play, and they were like, yeah, because you got a big cock and balls, and you're 6'5" and you weigh 100 kilos. So
6'5"
No,
at 100's not too built though.
Oh, it is if
It
you're
is.
lean.
That's- yeah,
if
it
you're
is.
lean.
If you're lean, yeah,
If
yeah.
you're like a skinny boy,
yeah.
but that's muscly. Like if Nick was
and
Yeah.
he's not that. He's a massive
I
man.
feel like my
Wait,
perception's
she? It's
just.
a woman, right?
Huh?
This is a woman.
She, sorry, yeah.
I feel like my perception's just
Yeah,
thrown
tomato,
out.
tomato. You know what I
What do you
mean?
weigh, Mark?
I'm 91. That's
91.
at 5'7", so
Nick, what do you weigh?
170.
75-ish.
Yeah, Taylor.
Ooh, 81.
Yeah, dude.
115.
Chris Wheat tapping in. 115. Beefy boy.
Doesn't look like it though,
No,
huh?
he wears it well.
He wears
Yeah.
it well.
No, Chris
Still
does.
fat.
Yeah,
Still-
he
still fat.
he
Still
dresses
Got a sore
well
knee.
for it. Yeah.
Got a sore knee.
I'm so fat, my
I got a
knee.
sore knee, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
got an,
bad.
Dude,
yo,
you weigh
dude,
1.5 times me. That's
I
wild.
got an MRI on my
crazy,
knee
eh?
Yeah.
before this. I got an MRI on my knee because I like injured it ages ago and did nothing about it.
Yeah.
And,
How'd you injure it?
Um,
Playing ice hockey?
nah, dude. I broke
Throwing
my ankle
shitty
playing
bets?
ice hockey.
Oh, you actually
fuck.
played?
Like-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fuck. At least you could ice it real quick.
Yeah, yeah. That I probably should have done that.
I hate you.
But yeah,
It'd be
so
hard to kick a footy on ice, eh?
Especially after you break your ankle. That's how you do it.
yeah, exactly, man. I shouldn't have tried to kick that football. But yeah, anyway, so I injured the knee
Yeah.
at like a self-defense class.
Sorry, wait.
Yeah, so
Wait. We're not getting past that.
So that's what I was about
Where
to
was the
explain.
self-defense class?
It was here in Belconnen. Yeah, in
What was
like
it called?
it was called.
God, I'm a bitch. Anything that you do self-defense, no, all attack. The best defense.
Oh,
is
it was
attack.
actually tactical Krav Maga, which is like a.
Tactical crab.
You should have left
That
it at
sounds-
self-defense.
Well, I have to tell the truth, you know.
You don't.
What is that?
The
No,
first
you don't.
step in a
Tactical
crisis situation.
Brazilian dancing, bro.
So what does this involve?
No, that's capoeira.
Yeah,
Oh,
Taylor,
is
it?
you
Yeah.
learn your fucking martial arts.
Learn
Sorry,
your
guys.
useless martial arts.
Yeah. So anyway,
What's Krav Maga?
it's
He's a famous Australian fast bowler.
yeah.
You piece of
Always
shit.
on.
You hate
Always
me for the
on.
ice
Yeah,
fucking
no,
joke?
that was bad. What is Krav Maga?
So, I don't know, it's like we're defending against weapons. So basically we're just doing situations where, if, like, pretend you're getting mugged. What do you do? And then someone just comes at you with a fake knife and
You
starts
do
just...
some fucking Krav Maga, man.
That's all you do. You
So you was
Get
thinking,
Kravi with it.
when someone comes at you, bro, you just fucking start
Hit him with
dancing.
the
Because I've
Krav-
seen
hit him
Krav
with the
Maga,
Krav.
man.
No,
It's
dude,
like,
it's
very
100% just run
fluent.
away.
It's like fluent, and
It's
you're dancing.
100%
You're
run
like
away.
that black dude.
Yeah, dude,
You're like that
absolutely,
black
give
dude
him all
from
your shit.
Tekken.
Yeah.
You know that
That's what
he's
you do.
like
It's-
jumping around and stuff like that. That's
No,
Krav
that's
Maga.
capoeira.
Nah.
The Krav Maga is
If you're
the, like,
thinking of
Israeli
Eddie
one.
Gordo from Tekken 3, dude, that's
Yeah, dude.
capoeira.
Yeah, that's capoeira.
Krav Maga is
Oh,
like,
is it?
Krav Maga is the Israeli shit that like all those dudes fuck people up.
Yeah,
with.
it's like
I think was at
military
a French
base.
restaurant and I ordered some Krav Maga last night.
Yeah, Krav Maga gave me food poisoning.
yeah.
Ate some Krav Maga at 2 a.m. Wake up at 7 a.m. Threw up.
sure.
Yeah,
Hot
so...
snakes.
Hot snake.
Getting hot
snakes.
snakes, dude. Dude,
Mark, do you know what hot
I've
snakes
been,
are?
No,
I've
man,
been
what's with hot
throwing
snakes?
up and having ruthless hot snakes
Can you
recently,
tell-
dude.
Mark about the venomous hot snakes. And what they
Oh,
are?
dude, I don't know. I got so sick the other week. It was like a few days ago or
Yeah,
something.
last week.
And I ate some fried rice, man, and I just was like waking up in the middle of the night and just having violent hot snakes.
Yeah, right.
You know what hot snakes are, Mark?
I can imagine.
Yeah,
What
dude,
are you
just-
imagining?
I'm just imagining, like... Imagining Taylor just sitting on the toilet looking like Eric Cartman with, like, the cross eyes. You know how, like, in South Park when they're, like...
Yeah,
Yeah. And just fucking shitting up a storm.
Hot snake, but it's good. But you got to understand that, like, you don't just arrive at the term hot snakes for no reason.
Oh, because it doesn't stop. It's like one...
It's like, it's not quite the diarrhea that's like water that just looks like a black coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not quite the explosive one that ends up in a puddle. It comes out like a fucking, like a soft serve machine.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
Just
yeah.
hot
Quick.
snake, but quick. So
Quick.
it's like a baby brown snake, man.
That's
Like,
all.
you
Do
ever
you
see
have
a
to
little baby brown
rotate?
snake and they run? Well, they don't, like, it doesn't rotate like that. It's like...
No, do you have to? like,
Burns a little bit.
yeah, yeah. No, and hence the hot.
Are you watching this occurring?
Yeah, but because I squat up when I shit like this.
With
Like
my
on the
arm,
bowl
With both.
with
Yeah.
the arrow.
And balance over.
So that he can
Because-
send it
yeah,
as a
'cause that's how you're
Snapchat.
supposed to. Because we had like tens of thousands of years where we would shit squatting.
Yeah,
And that's how
Yeah.
you're
Dude,
supposed
Dude, look
to.
how good my squat. I showed you my squat before. Remember
Oh,
we
you've
had this
improved it?
conversation.
Yeah,
Dude, my
yeah,
squat
yeah.
is legit now.
What do you do? Show me.
Fucking
Yeah.
straight
Ooh,
up. Straight
yeah,
dude. Like
good.
3 months ago, I could go to like here.
Yeah, you and
Yeah,
your feet were all in the
dude.
wrong spot.
man.
Told you,
just
man. It's
fixed
that
it.
ankle
Yeah.
calf
That's
flexibility.
it, man. So
It's
now I
good
can
work on
shit
it.
for days.
Your sets are going to be so much funnier now too. The audience
Yeah, dude, I'm
knows.
gonna start squatting in
The
my
audience
sets.
knows how
Dude,
flexible
my
your
squat
Achilles
sets.
is.
And I'm honestly, even though I was just fucking around, then I don't really squat on the toilet.
Yeah.
My mate though,
Wait. You
genuine-
made that up?
Yeah,
Fucking
but my
storyteller.
my mate genuinely like sits up on the rim, like
Yeah.
squatting.
Oh, yeah, yeah, like a
Asian
gargoyle.
squat, like Asian parking lot with a dough, like and man, like
Slab squat.
yeah, one of those squats.
Dude,
like
yeah,
just
squat
on the
toilet.
thing.
The
And he sends me Snapchats all of this.
Snake chats.
And it's so
Snake
snake
chat,
chats,
there you
yeah, hot snaps.
it's the Russell Peters bit where he's talking about if China had a soccer team and they smoked the cigarette on the sideline.
I've seen it, no.
Yeah, it's just like he does a better impression. But it's like when you see the ball, you need to run down the field.
Yeah, man, soccer works like that.
Snakes on folks.
Ooh.
This is Chris's merch.
Something about doing merch.
Yeah.
This reminded me of for the snakes. One of my characters, he says the line "snakes on flakes," and I went and made a
Oh, yeah,
cornflakes
yeah.
box.
Nice.
Davey Bluetooth. That's why it's Davey's snakes on flakes.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if I want to spend the money on the merch.
Is that the same character that had the beef?
the beef?
Yeah, man. The
rapper.
yeah,
oh
the
yeah,
rapper.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
got back in the water.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Haven't had a bath in 18 months.
yeah, we haven't bathed you for 18 months.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's good. Anyway, snakes. I just remembered that. I was just going to show you. I wasn't going to talk about it and be like, and put it away.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. It's my fault.
It is a little
Hey,
bit.
audience.
Not in the
you're
middle
welcome.
of a podcast.
Yeah. I just like to break the rules.
Yeah, so talking about like gigs and
Ruin the
stuff,
podcast.
you because I remember you did
Well, yeah,
that.
so hot snakes are thick, wet shits that are a little more thick than they should
I
be.
think we've covered hot snakes.
Yeah, I think it's all
Yeah.
covered off for now. But I seen that. I remember that you did that bit for Short Fast Funny, that character that we're just
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
with
yeah.
the rapper.
Yeah. Poet, writer.
It was pretty weird to try and like split a set into 4 minutes. Did everyone like see their video back again?
Yeah, man, it sucked.
Yeah,
it's pretty rough.
Stage was too high, ceiling was too high, crowd was too small.
The room was enormous. Dude, you could hear how cavernous the room was.
Echoey, just wasn't good. You know what? It was an all-round free CIT performance, technically,
yeah.
Yeah.
and we got what we thought. I guess you should expect
We should have done it here.
for that.
Dude, here would be
Here would
dirt.
have been mad.
Yeah,
Yeah, any small room would be...
yeah. It's a good room, mate.
This is a good room.
Phenomenal.
This would be a good room if we could start doing
Paid gigs.
paid gigs.
Well, Akmal
bigger-
performed here.
bigger
a couple
Yeah,
of
in
years
the
ago.
big room.
I was
I was in the
main
big room.
Yeah, and they
How
got
many people came?
I think 200.
Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, but
200 in that room is good.
yeah. So
dude.
like that.
Seated?
Yeah, seated, and then also there's up to I think 250 or 300 if we need it. And then you've got all those high tables up the back.
Mm-hmm.
But standing capacity for gigs is 700. So
700 people in there. Fucking hell.
Yeah, and I've seen
Yeah.
it too.
I've seen it be absolutely packed in here for
Yeah.
a few bands that I've seen
Who
and
have you
stuff.
seen here?
Seen heaps of people here, man. Seen
The
Neck
Hot
Deep
Snakes.
here, The Story So Far, Knuckle Park. I've seen The Wonder Years here. I've seen
Some 90s shit, man. Regurgitator played here.
Did they sell out?
also the Getaway
Yeah,
Plan
they
here,
there's
dude.
700.
I
Yeah.
remember
The
Getaway
fucking
Plan.
Getaway Plan.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm
Yeah,
so
man,
old.
that was angsty as shit.
I'm so fucking old.
Where
I
the
don't know
City
any
Makes the
bands
Sea
you
is the
just mentioned.
best song ever.
Yep.
If I've learned anything from this.
So you
So
actually got a
good.
decent singing voice. You got that bit where you
I know,
really
dude.
used to sing.
I can sing. I'm very talented.
Telly used to be in a
The
band.
best bit, the best part about that bit that you do, where you go back to your bedroom and start singing, is the fact that you can actually sing.
Yeah, that I kind of thought about that. Like, whereas like a few times I've only done it a few times. I should just keep doing it more because I want to work on that bit.
Work that
and use
muscle.
it. Yeah, it's like there was a couple of times where I didn't do. I just sort of just like said it, and it's funny because everyone like still knows the song, and then I was like, I'm just gonna like go real hard on it like one time because it's only one line. So
Yep.
it's just like out of nowhere, I'll just hit like one line.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I've changed the Simple Plan song like 3 or 4 times to like
Different ones.
see which one. But yeah,
No,
it's
That's a good bit. I think, yeah, you exploring that kind of stuff is entertaining. To people who see you do a lot of stuff, seeing you explore different areas is
Change it up.
Yeah, I should do more real life singing on stage.
Just get up and sing a whole fucking bit.
I might just get up and just do a song one time.
Yeah, yeah.
Become a
And they'll
musical
be- And they'll
comedian.
be like, when is he gonna stop? And I just won't stop.
Yeah, there's no.
And then
no
I'll
joke.
I'll just get off.
And don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge that it's funny.
Just do a song.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
And
So
I'll
you
just
got
put the mic back in the
confused.
stand and just be like, thanks.
And then
Just get
everyone
off.
say, what's your third sport?
Singing.
Yeah. Acapella.
Glee Club.
Yeah.
Fuck those movies, man.
So we were talking about the short, fast, funny, and then we've got some other stuff that we've done in the past. Have any of you guys had any interstate stuff that you can talk about? New South Wales gigs or Melbourne stuff?
We did Melbourne, all three of us. We did
That's
it.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Melbourne.
Oh,
Oh, are you
Melbourne.
talking about previously or
Yeah,
upcoming?
yeah. No, previously. Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
talk about
yeah.
upcoming later.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all three of us did Melbourne last year, Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Yeah, 2019 Melbourne Comedy Festival.
What was it like, banning it? Because a lot of the time when you think of going down to Melbourne, I always imagine it by myself. And I'm sure if you guys, when you first started, you wouldn't have imagined doing it as a group.
Well, it was like, like when the comedy festival are putting together their hot young things, they put together like a comedy zone and they'll put 3 or 4 up and coming comedians just to give them their first taste without it being their debut solo show or anything.
Yep.
Mhm.
This was our Canberra man-made
Like, we'll just do one like that.
comedy
Yep.
zone,
Of
3
us.
blind men.
Then we're just going to give us some 3 random dudes from Canberra. So we're just like, fuck it, we'll just go and do it.
Just hooked it up and we got 15 people a night.
Yeah,
12
nice.
nights.
Which is decent, man. Which is
Fucking
good when you're
decent.
down there and no one knows who the fuck you are. And we had a cool little room too. So it was like,
Mm.
What
if you
room do you
had
want?
a lot of people, it didn't it was good to have it packed out, but if you only had a small-ish amount of people, it was like in this cool little intimate space where they were like right there.
It was really good for that.
And it was cool,
Like,
yeah.
you could have 5 people and it was fine.
Yeah, dude. Some
And
of our
then
best
nights we
shows
had
were
40.
5 people.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Just talking to 5 people in the front row. They were fucking around. We were fucking around.
Yeah. So yeah, we had it was good learning about how to do a 5-person gig or a 40-person gig.
Yeah,
And
all
we're
in the
still
same
need to get
week.
better at doing those 40-person gigs of complete strangers.
Yeah.
Those were the hardest ones
Yeah.
because they were with their friends, and when
Yeah.
you get a bunch of people sitting with like 7 friends
Yep.
and they don't know who you are, they're all looking at each other to see if they should laugh.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
unless you break them as a group, it can be rough.
Yep.
It's the most annoying thing in the fucking world to me, man.
Difficult.
Good challenge.
It's like,
Something to learn.
laugh or not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Don't ask him.
yeah, people who like, they were like, oh, are they gonna like talk shit about how I laughed
They're
or
like
something
on
the
a
other
date.
day? Probably, man. Probably. Everyone talks shit about their friends anyway. That's why you're friends with each other.
Yep.
True.
You know?
True.
Yeah. So it's just
Punching
like,
bags.
yes.
Yeah,
dude.
man.
So it's just like people that sit there and they're like, look side to side about whether or not they should laugh or not, man. Fuck, they must suck.
And doing 17 minutes gave us just enough time to not break them in.
I think if you've ever
Yeah.
thought about whether or not you should laugh at something like that, you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
That's legit
Because
because
you're
you'd
not
be
a
worried
person
about what the
enough
last
who's
person
strong
voted.
enough. Not a person who's strong enough in your convictions as a person. You shouldn't be able to get to say about what the fuck is going on in the government. man.
Imagine you go to register to vote and they just shuffle you into
if
a
some-
comedy room and
some-
you have to they measure your laughter.
No, like someone either says something to me and I laugh or I don't, but I didn't choose. I either just did or I didn't.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
And so, like, you ever had like someone like say something to you and then they explain it to you as if you didn't understand the joke, and you're sitting there going like, "No, I'm on board with all the
I
things
got
that
it,
you
yeah.
said."
I get it.
Yeah,
It
dude.
just- It's called, you know,
Happens to me
it's
all the
called
time.
making people laugh for a reason. Like, you got to make them do it. Like, what you said didn't make me laugh, so just, try more.
Yeah, exactly. Try more.
Try more when you're around me. Be better.
Be funny.
That's
Be
your
more-
favourite saying.
Be
Hey?
more interesting.
Be better.
Be better, I think.
That's
yeah.
isn't that
Merch is
Melania
be better.
Trump's anti-bullying?
Nah, dude.
Isn't that
That's,
be better?
That's like
Does she have
Be
an
better is
anti-bullying?
like-
Yeah, anti-online bullying.
Anti-bullying. If you're married
Anti-online
to the
bullying,
biggest
which
bully in the world.
exactly. That's why everyone's like, what
I
the
think it
fuck is
makes sense.
But I'm pretty sure it's
Does
called
it?
Be Better.
if you're close to the problem.
Yeah,
man,
'cause
cut it off at the source.
Yeah. I
what he
reckon
calls
I
it, the
reckon
sauce.
Donald Trump is so loving and tender to her.
Really, I reckon
Yeah.
he treats her bad.
I don't reckon. I reckon, you know what? That's easy, Chris. That's easy to think that.
I'm like, what?
It's easy to think that. Because you just be like, oh, Donald Trump, he like tells, people who have buttons on nukes to go and like,
Yeah.
but like, obviously, I reckon to his wife, I reckon he's real caring and tender. Otherwise, I just think that way.
Yeah, dude, it seems legit
You're,
as well.
you're romantic.
Because I
Hang
think,
on,
Because
hang
what?
on.
Because people don't marry their people they hate.
Your third
Just because
sport.
Dude, she hates him for sure.
Someone is a hateful person. No, she doesn't, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, does she hate him more than her life, wherever the fuck she's from?
So
No,
right
that's
now-
why she's
No.
with him.
Exactly.
Right now, the
She
number
doesn't
one
hate
sport
him,
is
dude.
basketball.
He's her savior.
Number 2
He's
is
her
soccer.
white
Yeah, but then you're
savior.
stuck in
her
that life.
white
She's white
man
too.
savior.
She's white too. Your
Huh?
third sport is
Yeah, but she's
canoodling.
like dirty white. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
your third
dirty
sport is
European
canoodling.
white.
You like to canoodle. That's your third sport.
Dude, I love canoodling.
You are such a
No,
canoodler.
Yeah.
Dude, Taylor's third sport is cuddling by the sounds of it.
Canoodling,
Yeah, dude.
though.
Did I fuck-
Cuddling's too mainstream.
I fucking cuddle, dude. I do.
But I reckon you're all like
Big
kissing
spoon or
too,
little
so it's
spoon?
Canoodling.
Yeah.
Canoodling.
Mm-hmm. I get like in there, like burying them.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Snuggle
that.
up.
And they
So you're
like
like
it.
little spoon?
Huh?
Or little spoon? Big
Oh
spoon?
yeah, dude.
Both. Big spoon
Everyone,
and
look,
little spoon at the same time.
everyone likes being the little spoon, and
Yeah, man.
obviously you don't get it as much because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's fine. I'm a man. I do the man shit.
Yeah,
so I'll
yeah.
be the big spoon. But if you enjoy getting, because it's always a surprise, because you can never ask to be a little spoon.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you do
Mm.
that, so
Unless she's
insecure.
big. If she's like 6'5", transgender,
Mm.
gets spooned up
Yeah, bro. Me and Hannah Monty in the showers after a good game, boy.
before a good game.
Nah, after.
Has to be
After.
after, man.
Only
It's gotta be.
You gotta
after,
earn
so
it.
I got white line fever, bro. So I'm already just like on the whole car ride on the way to the game, just focusing on the game. I don't talk about anything else in the warm up. I'm out there. I'm ready to go into that final
Like
siren,
Russell
and then
Westbrook?
afterwards, I need a fucking canoodle. I want some big 6'5". 110 kilos with luscious long hair because they grow their nails out. Just a big hulking trans woman to just fucking canoodle me.
Fuck and canoodle.
No, it's just canoodling.
Just canoodling.
Don't
A
get
bit of
filthy.
healthy canoodling.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes of strong canoodling.
Yeah, I'm trying to be wholesome at the moment.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then you maybe
fair
go to
enough.
the toilet, get some hot snakes.
No, dude, I'm...
What's the third sport, though?
This happening 2 podcasts in a row where I've answered the same question like 7
What
times.
is
He
it?
just
I don't know
keeps
what the third
asking
sport
me.
Is it cricket?
Yeah, we said
Oh, okay.
that.
I
yeah.
wasn't sure if you agreed.
No, we did agree.
Oh, wait, okay.
Because you need to have one slower sport for the rest of everyone who can't just be little agile people running around playing
Yeah.
soccer or like just big people of one particular colour playing that sport.
I think you got a good point there.
Like Luka Doncic.
Which is why you should add ice hockey, because you need something for the like angry white guys like myself.
No, you should learn
Yeah,
soccer.
but you know what that is?
Yeah, they play
You know what
soccer.
that is? All of motorsport that's not European.
Would you count motorsport,
No.
or is that just a different thing?
It's like fucking model
oh,
trains.
we can just keep doing that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Ice hockey or fucking motorsport.
Yeah, you one or the other.
I think, motorsport and model trains, same shit.
What is the more sad middle-aged white man sport? NASCAR or ice hockey?
Definitely NASCAR. Dude.
Yeah, I think
Depends where you
NASCAR.
live.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. They're kind of the
A lot of
same
people
thing.
living
Yeah,
in cold
yeah.
Just
climates.
NASCAR is north.
Trick question, it's the
NASCAR is
same
south.
True.
Hockey is north.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But what's sadder? Going out in a hot summer, being dumb, getting your brain more fried than it is watching people drive around in a circle.
I mean, to
or
watch or to
hud-
play?
To watch.
Oh, well,
Or
it's
to be
different, isn't it?
huddling up in bars, getting shit-faced because where you live is shitty 8 months of the year, watching a game you can't see what's going on, and you have sound effects and shit to let you know what's going
So
on.
imagining a game.
Yeah.
I'm just going down and watching to imagine.
So
It's
like
a visual
what-
aid.
So like, what is sadder to see like a 37-year-old man with a neck beard
NASCAR.
and a hat?
NASCAR, sure.
NASCAR.
You
Yeah.
reckon
Nice
NASCAR?
question. Yeah.
I think I want NASCAR too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just something weird about NASCAR. You don't get
It's
caught.
just so dumb.
Yeah.
man.
Like-
Well, I'm not a fan of really any motorsport.
But it's the worst.
Apart from maybe like Supercross, shit's awesome.
Yeah, but in F1 you can like acknowledge the degree of skill. It's like,
Oh,
there are
definitely,
turns and you
yeah.
got to fucking slow down. NASCAR is literally like the same thing for 500 laps.
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane.
It's fucking
Doing
fucking
anything in a circle is boring.
It's insane.
100% doing anything in a circle is boring.
Like
So
track
s-
running?
Yeah.
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 Running in general is boring.
Any athletics isn't sports. It's just all the Gumby kids who couldn't do things moto skilly, like with their
Like
motor
talking.
skills and coordination.
What's the word for that? Because that's not the word.
They
Fine
weren't
motor
coordinated.
skills.
Yeah, but saying motor
Coordinated.
skilly.
No, it isn't.
I'm trying to think. Is there a word for that?
I started the sentence
Coordinated.
and realized I know what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah.
But I need to start the sentence differently.
That
but I'm
happens to me.
already
You
in the
can't
middle of the
Come
unstart
at a
the
sentence.
different
sentence.
angle.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
come at a different
Pull it
angle
out.
to
Yeah,
get this
yeah.
thought out.
Move the leg. Go in again.
Yeah, so if you're like, I used to go to college with a kid who did walking,
Yep.
long distance walking. Yeah, and it
Short one.
and yeah, and he used to say he was an
100 meter
athlete,
walk.
and that was funny to me.
I think that in general, anything you do as a sport that you would normally do in real life shouldn't really be a sport, right? Like walking something you would have done anyway. Like you don't go out. It's not like for a track car, you go there on a fucking back of a ute and they get the car off and you go around the track and you get on. But he does walking as a sport, and then he still fucking walks home. He doesn't. Someone
It's more
doesn't. At
training.
the end of it, he doesn't just
Never
pick
stop.
him up and say, "You've done your thing. Now we're going to take you back."
Yeah, it's. I don't know. I
Maybe-
think the entire sport of walking started because someone somewhere had a pissy son that chucked a hissy fit, and it kind of like it birthed from that.
I'd
Let
love
me
to do a
walk
bio
that.
pic
You know what I
about
mean?
the beginning of
Like
walking.
one
Yeah,
kid
dude.
couldn't run, but he still
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to do something, and it was
Dude.
like some prince's kid or some shit. No, he was like, "Don't worry, son, you're the fastest walker in all of Holland." Because
Oh,
it
it
was
has to be a
so
rich
yeah, it was some bullshit European country like that that like had some little shitty
Oh, yeah,
Dutch prince who was like, I can walk, and it's like, oh.
It was like the bad guy from Little Rascals that Trump was the dad of. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the snooty kid.
What was his name? Fucking Waldo. Or
Yeah, Waldo, you're the best kid money can buy, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how many people shit themselves in the Olympics while doing the like 50k walk?
We've touched
Happens
on that before.
so
haven't
many.
we?
All the time, man.
So
Oh, really?
many.
Yeah, dude.
And they have like
It's those energy.
They bring
almost
food with
it's
them
almost
too.
like a
Food
and
mark
drinks,
of
yeah.
like honor
Yeah.
It's
to
like
get like your first shit. Like
did
you
you
know when
really
you,
walk
you know
50k's
when you
if you
throw
didn't
up
shit
in
yourself?
pre-season and
Yes.
stuff like that, playing footy, and you just have that spew up because you're like, yeah, I'm real working hard.
yeah,
And
it's like in
if you do a
Goodfellas
marathon, it's
where
like,
he
yeah,
comes
man,
out.
shit, 23, kilometer 23, shit. And then it's
That's
like,
the hot
fuck,
snake
man.
kilometer.
Yeah, it's like you broke your
it's-
cherry.
it's
It's like in
that's
Goodfellas where he
espresso.
comes out and
It's
from
23,
being peed.
man.
It's an espresso fight.
I'm still hot snaking
Speed
at
boost.
16 k's in.
Yeah, of course, dude.
That type of weird talk
That eat
between
food.
sports, like lingo, sporting
Talking
lingo
shop.
of
Yeah,
the hot snakes.
Yeah, talking
man.
shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you shit yourself
Like,
in
when
the
did you
50k
shit yourself
walk.
for the first time in a
Bro, I made it to
competitive-
40k's.
Like,
Run.
you know how cars have like the badges and stuff? You're just like, how many times you shit yourself?
Oh,
Have you guys ever shit
that's
yourself or pissed yourself playing sport?
No.
Never?
Have you ever
No,
done
no,
it
no.
drinking?
Oh.
Has anyone ever pissed or shit themselves drinking?
Yeah, but we're talking
No.
about sports. Like
I've
that's
sharted at the Oval
a
if I'm doing
given.
sprints. I've sharted during, like, if I'm at the Oval doing sprints,
yeah,
I've sharted.
and you've gone.
Not bad, just
Yeah.
like a little wet. Got to go home.
Yeah, did you
I'm not
what?
running anymore.
Did you
Gotta go
finish?
home.
Oh, you didn't finish.
No, like I was doing sprints.
No follow through.
Halfway through the
Dude.
sprints, and it's just like, I better fart now. Shouldn't have done that.
Gonna go home.
Wander off to the car, put down a towel, just in case it leaks through. It's not that much, but hey,
Graham.
You got to take your
Graham.
got to
not grim.
take your precautions.
Pretty Graham.
running hard.
I've
Yeah,
What
like.
about
Actually,
yourself? I feel like
I've-
you want
I've
to tell
been,
us a story.
I've been on
In
the
shape.
field and like, I was just like caught in a position where we couldn't make any interchanges because of where the ball was. Like it was down in my forward 50, but it was locked in there, and it was a wet day. And we couldn't like
It
just.
was a wet day.
Yeah, it was a wet day, so you can't just be like running interchanges in between getting the ball thrown up every 5 seconds. And so I'm there in the forward line, run like in the mud, all this type of shit, and I
In the
just
mud.
shit so fucking badly, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like I was like waddling around, and like every part
Waddling!
like, aching, and like all this type of shit. And then finally, like something happened, the ball got down the other end, and I just like. I couldn't like sprint to the boundary because I'd like bounce it out, and so I had to just like doing this waddle. My parents and not my parents, like the fucking everyone like saw me coming, so they saw how I was running, so they thought that I was like injured. So the physio was like on the thing to like he's like trying to give me like a rub down or see what was wrong with me if I need strapping or anything like that. And I just came off, and he was like, "What's wrong?" Like, and I was just like, "No, I need to shit, dude. I need to shit." And I just
your asshole
ran underneath.
Yes.
And I was like, we
Oh, you
just-
got to the toilet.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought
That's
you
lucky,
shat on the
man.
field.
No,
in
I
the
just
mud.
ran down into the change rooms
Oh,
and
okay.
did shit, and then came back
That
out.
was a different.
Did you use the
And
disabled toilet? Because like technically you needed help. Yeah. Okay.
No, I didn't do that.
Did you play better pre or post? Shit.
Obviously post.
Post.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like I just felt like I had
Like a miracle
new
shit.
had a new lease on life when I got out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
lighter,
dude.
Feel
freer.
lighter.
You feel so.
Felt like I put some new dry boots on. at
Yeah,
halftime. Just went out there and I was
had a dry boot.
yeah.
Maybe if that was like 2,000 years ago, it would have been like, oh, it was a miracle. You know, he couldn't walk before, and now he's fixed.
I don't know, man. Do
Should
you reckon
become a
they
faith
only
healer.
started shitting 2,000 years ago?
No, but like people would have seen that, and they'd been like, if you didn't say
I just thought you were a
anything,
cripple from a distance. Oh, look, there's that cripple. Oh,
Yeah.
he's walking again. Jesus must have fucking saved
it saved him, dude.
Jesus gave me hot snakes.
Yeah, he gave you, that hot snake saved your life.
Serpent, the brown serpent.
The name of a Christian rock album.
Hot snake saved
Jesus
my life.
gave me hot
Jesus
snakes.
gave me. It's a Creed song.
Hot snakes for Christ.
By far the most famous sports
Hot snakes for
shitting
Jesus.
is Paul Pierce.
I've never
it?
heard of him shitting.
Are you kidding? When he got so like is the finals, I think NBA finals, and he like goes down injured, and then they bring a wheelchair out, put him in the wheelchair, and like wheel him off, and then 3 minutes later he comes back and finishes the game, And this was in the fucking...
I know about that. I had no
Last
idea there
year-
was anything to do with
Last year
shit.
he admitted that it was because he shat himself and he didn't want to walk off because he had shit on his pants. So they got a wheelchair out for him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
So funny.
Yeah.
So-
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, dude. He
That
faked
is
an injury, got a
The
wheelchair.
most insane thing.
Yeah.
He was the finals MVP that year.
Yeah,
He
man.
beat LeBron
Fuck yeah,
James.
he was, dude.
Yeah.
He
He fucking
LeBron
took it all
James
the way, man.
in the-
Took shit on the court.
You know, he beat LeBron James in the Eastern Conference, and then he beat Kobe in the finals. Do you know how good you have to be? And he gets no fucking respect.
And Kobe's
It's
been
the
in
truth,
a movie
man.
with Amy Schumer too. So
Kobe. No,
No,
LeBron.
I mean LeBron. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Ruin that whole.
Ron's over in
good
LA
joke.
pretending to play for the Lakers, trying to make a Hollywood career.
Space
So
Jam 2, baby.
So embarrassing.
Yes.
It's gonna be so bad.
Hell
Space
yeah,
Jam
it's going
2
to be
with
terrible.
Almost as bad as the first one.
Nowhere near. It's not gonna have Bill Murray. It's not gonna
gonna have that fat
fucking
guy.
Charles Barkley. It's not gonna
Is that
have
fat guy from
Newman
Jurassic
from
Park?
Seinfeld.
Newman. Yeah.
Yes.
Lizzo. Isn't it Lizzo?
No, I'm talking
I
about
finally
Newman
saw
from
who Lizzo
Seinfeld.
was.
Oh.
Someone
I
was
thought
retweeting
isn't that
about her on
Lizzo?
Facebook.
Is that Lizzo?
I finally saw who Lizzo was.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, you saw who Lizzo was.
Yeah,
What'd
I'm
you
like,
think?
everyone's like
What do
raving
you
about her. I'm
reckon?
like, oh, there's 1,000 of those over in America.
Yeah, that's why she's so popular, man. It's because fat bitches
No, I mean, like,
need
1,000
someone to look at and be like, oh, I'm not that bad.
No,
but
but
it's
everyone's
like,
like, oh, she's like changing the game. It's like Queen Latifah
That's
was out in
relatable,
the 80s doing
you know.
exactly the same thing. This kind of fat black woman who rapped and sang a little bit.
yeah.
It's not new.
It's
I was
good,
like,
though.
what the good. She's good. She's talented. There's a
Yeah,
million.
she's pretty good.
Bars, bro.
She has got bars
Yeah, but there's also
of chocolate stuffed in her pillowcase.
a million other people. Everyone was, when I heard about her, I was like, oh, I wonder what she's going to be.
Where's my camera?
And I heard her shit, and I'm like, oh, this is the same as everything
Come on.
else.
Yeah, man, it's music today.
Yeah,
are we
but it's
going to turn into a podcast like fucking music today? It's
No, I
all the
wasn't
same.
saying that. I'm saying it's exactly the same as the music in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's not even new.
And it slaps.
It's fine. It was fine. Lizzo's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's alright. I don't have anything against her music. I think her music's actually really upbeat, and I can see why people really like it.
But
Yeah, I
like
feel like
the way everyone
I
was
dodge
raving
all
about
this
her.
shit by not listening to mainstream music. Like, people...
I only know anything from what people talk about on Twitter. 'cause
memes
I don't
just
listen
teach
to
me stuff because it
anything.
makes me research shit.
Yeah. I literally all about pop culture comes from memes and like clips on Instagram and Twitter.
Yep.
And then going through Twitter and just finding out what everyone's talking about. Otherwise, I would have no idea
And all of my pop
because I
culture.
don't listen to any type of music or anything like that. I curate anything that I listen to, so like nothing is ever like given to me. You know what I mean?
All of my pop culture comes from all the memes that you've researched, then you mention it on this podcast.
Yeah.
So I've got secondhand
Secondhand meme pop
research
culture.
pop culture.
Who does, like, editing and stuff for your
We
podcast?
don't edit it.
Like, uploading and all
Unless
that
there's like
stuff?
veto stuff like, oh shit, we shouldn't have
Shouldn't have
talked
said
about
that, yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Which
that's a
has
meme
literally
thing.
happened twice.
Yeah.
It's
out
not-
of the whole
it's not
time
That common.
we've
It's
done
not
it.
that common.
And it's not even like I don't want to say this. It's most of the time it's just, or the two times it's just been like we're all just like yeah probably don't.
Yeah, or
Well,
if it's
we
like a
might have that.
meme thing about someone we didn't
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
we'll just get cut
Yeah,
out.
if you accidentally name drop or something like that.
Yeah.
What kind of podcasts do you listen to? Like, comedy ones? Do you have any, like, comedy pod... I mean, everyone likes Joe Rogan. Is there anything, like, that not many people are into? Like a low-key one?
Definitely listen to History Hyenas. It's a fucking awesome one, dude. That one's so good with Chris Stefano and Giannis Pappas.
Yeah, I know
Two-
about Giannis.
Two New York comedians, and they basically just talk about things to do in history, and they just teach each other about like a historical event
Yep.
that they both know, but they're both just comedians who obviously it goes off the rails and it's real funny, and it's good. It's good to learn stuff sometimes, but then also sometimes they
Entertained.
have like 2 hours they literally don't talk about anything.
This podcast is brought to you by the History Hyenas.
Yeah.
That was a mad plug. That was good.
Yeah,
That
man.
was good. I really believe in what they're doing.
Hey, I know. You're a salesman. It's good.
Yeah.
When you believe in something, you push it.
Yeah. And then just like main ones, like I love obviously Crystal Lee is one.
Yep.
Congratulations. That one makes me laugh so hard. And
You get into Mark Maron, WTF?
no.
I've
Yeah.
tried. I can't do it.
It's so interviewy.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
such an interviewee type of thing. It's
Yeah.
not like I like him as a comedian a lot. But listening to his podcast, it's so just like you just sit down and interviewing someone. If I want to do that, I'll listen to fucking Dax Shepard or some shit. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
Comedy-wise, I probably listen to Anthony Jeselnik's podcast a lot. Like every week, the comedy ones I wait for are Chris D'Elia,
Yep.
Jeselnik and Rosenthal Vanity Project, and Bud Pods, the Phil Wang. And
Yeah, dog,
Pierre.
Phil Wang.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's such a funny podcast.
I haven't listened to that.
Dude, you should listen to
Yeah.
it. I'll send you a good
Philly,
one.
I
Wang,
should.
Wang.
Oh, and
I think you'd
like
love it too, surprisingly.
Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz
It's very
and
funny.
Akash Singh and
Okay.
Brilliant Idiots with Andrew Schultz and Charlemagne the God, that like radio DJ over
Yeah,
Yeah, I
prefer out
haven't
of
heard
those two,
either
which
of
one's
those,
better?
so that's cool.
I think Flagrant 2 is funnier, but like what they talk about is way more interesting
Yeah.
on Brilliant Idiots because they're always talking about like cultural things and topical things and political things and stuff like that. But like they're both also super funny, so it just makes you know what? Everything is so much better when the people talking about it are funny.
Yeah. That's what I reckon too, man. Like you can get like a standard subject like history and then make it funny as shit.
Like the other day, I learnt about the Battle of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a few days before that, like
What was the Battle of New York? When was the Battle of New York? Just roughly, what year?
like real early, like late 1700s or something.
Who was it between?
The English and the Americans.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know that, but I'm not fucking educated.
Because that's the thing, because I got a character who does like American history bits.
Yep.
And in like 1755, the English were still fighting the French
Yep.
in America.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in 1755, the Anglo-Micmac War was going on. And on Friday, I'm doing my bit about that. But I'm like, fuck. People don't even realize there was a massive war between the English and the French in America. And then the
That
English
whole-
fought the English, and the English who won started calling themselves Americans.
You know what's actually funny about that is that like America didn't want independence as a country for ages. Like they didn't even want that. They still wanted to be part of England.
Yeah.
They just wanted equal representation in government because like all of this stuff was happening in America, but they weren't represented by anyone in government. So like England were making laws and decisions about what was happening in America, but like because of time then like the news would just was traveling. It was a fucking nightmare.
A lot of grey area with all the different states.
Yeah,
wanting
yeah.
different
They're
things,
like
and
people
different
who
states
people were
wanting different
making
places.
decisions about people who lived there, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Bro, you're from England, like whatever." But like, it was way easier to rally like people who lived in America around the idea of we're trying to become like our own country,
Yep.
so that they could have like a united America.
Yeah, because for ages, a lot of the states were like a country. They were like
Yeah,
a European
exactly.
country at different
Isolated.
times. And even until the Civil War, the southern states, a lot of them just wanted to be independent countries. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Texas, for years, a lot of Texans still behave like Texas is its own country.
Right.
People don't realize that outside of America, what it's like inside America.
Yeah,
It's fucking
they
crazy.
really did
Yeah, I've
want
never been to the
Texas to be
States.
its own whole fucking thing.
And it could have been.
It could have easily been.
Dude,
But
what
they
a wild
also-
country that would have been.
They
Oh,
always wanted
the
to be
United
on
State
their
of
own, but
Texas.
they were like, we would all, but if we
lose.
had a choice, we would rather be as part of the United States
Well,
of America.
that's the only way they globally, to be the superpower they are. You couldn't be what they are. If they were all their own countries, they would be like Belgium.
Be like the
or
USSR.
Switzerland.
Should be
or-
like a fucking
I'd
mishmash
like
of...
Western Europe and all those.
Yeah, but not as fucking loose.
Yeah, but they could have been their own countries if things had gone a little different.
Yeah,
California,
man,
could be a
Louisiana.
country.
Louisiana would be a
That'd be
country.
wild if North
That'd be
America was just a bunch of different countries.
California could easily be its own country. It's like already the third biggest
fifth
economy
biggest
in the
economy in the
world.
world.
So I
Yeah.
reckon a
Something.
bunch of other ones would emerge.
Fifth, slipping.
Because there's 50 states now, but I reckon
Lift your
they
game,
probably only
California.
have 30 countries.
Fucking California. Captain California slipping.
What about you, Nick? Any
I
podcasts?
don't listen to podcasts that much, to be honest. I do like Bud Pod. I listen to
Fuck, it's good, hey.
what Chris sends
Fucking
me.
love it.
Yep.
I don't mind the Comedian podcast.
Sometimes it's
Bloke called Stuart Goldsmith,
Yeah.
British comedian, just interviews
Yep.
comedians about comedy.
Are you going to go on that when you go to England?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, that's the other thing, man. You're going to England soon.
Moving to London in 6 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's nuts. I've been
You
booking
excited?
gigs. Yeah, I'm excited.
So you're still doing comedy, got contacts and stuff ready to
Yeah,
rock?
Shit's it's
What's
crazy.
your
over
living
there.
situation going to be like over there?
We gotta find someone to rent, but that's also a pain in the ass trying to do that at the moment, and like
Yeah.
trying to organise.
You gotta like get over there before you
Yeah,
can
I'm
really
trying
start
to like
doing
set up
it.
because
It's
we got friends
fucking
who live there,
annoying.
trying to get them to go to inspections. But real estate agents over there are the fucking worst, man. I've had 2 like inspections lined up, and like on the day, they either just like silence, nothing, or like he thought I wanted to see a completely different property, and I was like, no.
Or knew you didn't, but just wanted to fuck you
Yeah,
up.
they
'cause the other one was-
suck.
That's awesome though. They're hardcore. London,
they're
New York,
shit.
those cities are fucking.
Yeah, it's brutal, man.
Moving.
Brutal.
They're
They're
moving.
brutal. Yeah.
And booking gigs is a pain in the ass, man. Like I've got gigs booked in for May,
It's
and it's
amazing.
January now, just 'cause shit books up.
Oh, really?
It's fucking nuts, dude. Yeah. So like
Sounds
I've got,
super competitive and shit.
yeah, it's
too,
you got to be on top of it. So like, it's fucking, you just got to be on Facebook all
I
the
feel like
time,
a
and the
bunch of
time
Canadians
difference as well.
In
Cause
Canberra
like,
just wouldn't do it.
yeah, it's fucked. But yeah,
Easy.
yeah, fucking. But and the other
I
thing
feel like
is,
if I was in a city like that, I'd have to, I've got to go to a real busy city like that after I'm already kind of a little bit established and
Yeah,
have
man.
like an agent or something.
Yeah, yeah.
That can just book
Do
me
all
and
the
tell
stuff
me
for
all
you,
that shit.
yeah.
Otherwise, if I was left to my own devices, like the fact that people are just start as an open micer, like in New York, is insane to me.
It's insane.
That's fucking wild.
yeah, dude.
Like, so many people obviously start and then move, and that makes it a little bit easier. But, like, some people who are just born and raised in New York, like,
Just
where
have
you
to
gonna go
start.
from? You just have
Yeah.
to start somewhere.
Everyone's
I think I have
established
that
and
advantage
shit.
going to a big city now that I'm experienced and I know what I'm doing. That I'm not on that very bottom run.
100%. You can be like, yeah,
Yeah,
I've done the Melbourne International Comedy
Yeah,
Festival.
man. Yeah, and
People
like, I have
know about that
video
all around
and,
the
like,
world.
I can send people shit
Mm.
and book proper gigs.
Yeah, yeah.
Lots of the open mics too are what they call bringers. So to get a spot on stage, you have to bring someone to be in the audience. They have to stay the entire time.
Wow.
So like you can't just go to a gig. You have to arrange for someone to come with you, which makes it so much more difficult.
Bring someone off the street. Maybe I'll give you $5.
They got to stay for fucking 2 hours or however long.
Yeah, you arrange that with them beforehand.
Yeah.
They'll give you the money at the end.
Yeah, it's fucked. And
Life
like there are
really
groups
hard.
where like comics will be each other's bringer. So like they'll go to one for you and you go to one for them. But like if you have 3 of those gigs booked in a week, then you got to find 3 people to fucking sit through an evening of comedy
it's a
with
test
you.
for you and Imogen.
Yeah, man.
The
It's
bringer.
full on.
That's a test for you and any
Yeah.
person
Human
ever,
being,
dude.
But
right?
you're
Fuck.
in a relationship.
Yeah.
Even someone you,
You guys have
don't
been
know.
together for 10 years.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, you
Fuck.
guys have been together for 17 years. And you can't just bring your girlfriend to every
Yeah, exactly, man.
single one because she doesn't want to go
No,
to every
not at
single
all,
one of them,
no.
dude.
She doesn't want to go to any of them.
She wants to go some.
I don't
Shit.
even want to go to all the mics that I perform at.
You're not even bringing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yo, speaking of upcoming gigs,
Oh, woo!
Speaking of gigs,
do you guys have anything coming up later on down the track in the comedy festival, anything like that?
So all 3 of us are going along with Anthony Tomic to the Adelaide Fringe Festival. Anyone listening to this in Adelaide, 14th to the 22nd at the
Griffin's Hotel.
in Adelaide. Me and Anthony are on at 7. Nick and Taylor are on at 8:15.
Yeah.
Our tickets are like 15 or 20, and you guys
We are free. Pay what you want.
Come in for free.
So pay for
Pay
ours,
what you
come in
think
for
that
free
we
there.
deserve,
It'll be a lot.
which will be like, yeah. We're pretty confident it's going to be not like nothing. You won't want to pay us nothing.
Yeah, and
And
not
if you
like out of
do,
pity. Like it'll be
I'm-
good.
I don't know. I'll throw
Well,
hands.
it depends how good you were. You might be like, yeah, no, $5, that was it. I had
Yeah,
a rough
this was
night.
an
Yeah,
off
there
night.
might be some nights I'm just like, you know what, that's
too much.
that's
Fair
I
enough.
I gave you a 780. Gave you a 780 worth
$10
of
back.
me.
That
Yeah,
was-
yeah.
You
If
stand
only
back, I'll give you
everything was
change.
like that, dude.
Imagine you gave someone change when they chose you for 20 and you're like,
I wasn't worth 20,
here's
man.
$8 back. That was only $12 worth.
Yeah, so you got that.
And then Canberra Comedy Festival, Taylor is on. Do you know when your fucking gig is?
Yeah, man.
7
On the
PM.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, the 18th
Wednesday.
of March.
Wednesday, the 18th of March.
Taylor and Bradley
Civic
Bishop.
Pub. Me, Bradley Bishop, and Felix McCarthy doing a show called School.
Young Guns.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be good.
Whipping it out.
Yeah.
Same night, 9:30. I'm on Civic Pub, bringing the bin juice, making everyone drink some bin juice.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be a fucking ride, dude.
And if you're in London, be my bringer. Come to
Clown.
gigs so I can perform.
Nick needs. Hey, get in touch if you're a lonely weirdo in London and
Yeah.
you want to like maybe murder Nick after the gig.
As long as I get stage time.
Stage time is tough to come by.
Yeah,
and
just
then,
make sure you stay till the end so you can
and
get
then
on
Melbourne, 25th of March through to the 6th of March, I'm at the Charles Dickens Tavern, which is 200 metres from Town Hall, for the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, doing my debut solo show, 7 p.m. every single night except 6 p.m. on Sundays.
Yeah.
Woo! It's going to be fucking insane. 11 nights. Hopefully I get some people.
stage. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep, that wraps it up.
You got any gigs coming up, Marky?
I'm with Taylor in Wagga on the
Oh,
7th
hell yeah.
of Feb.
Oh, yeah, man. We're doing that. That's
Hot
gonna be
Yeah,
snakes,
with
hot
Bradley
snakes.
Bishop is coming along too.
Dude, that room's awesome.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a real
Q
good-
Bar
mention me down
in
there.
Wagga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll add you to...
It's all good. We'll do the Hot
Yeah.
Snakes tour down there. Eat some shit.
Yeah, dude. So we're going to be at that. That's my first New South Wales gig.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is it over the border?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
in Wagga.
It's Wagga.
Oh,
It's like
Wagga, not
Central
Albury.
West.
I was thinking Albury for some reason.
Nah, man, it's part of Canberra.
So, yeah,
Who
come on
runs-
out to
okay,
that.
Yeah. I always get the Wagga and Albury.
Yes, the
road confused.
Riverina Comedy Club.
Yeah. Dane
Dane
Simpson.
Simpson. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for listening to the episode. This has been Marky Worthington and the Three Blind Men.
Mm-hmm.
Shout
Thanks for
out
having us on, Mark.
to any of your Instagram stuff or
Appreciate it.
Facebook you want to plug.
Yeah, just Taylor Coughtrie on Instagram.
I'm at Nick DC Schuller.
And I'm at Chris Washington Marlton. No, Angleside on. Just fucking look it up.
I think you just fucking change your Instagram.
No.
Change
No.
it and just make it your name.
Someone else has already got it. There's one other Chris Marlton on Earth in England.
Son of a
and he's
bitch.
already got it. If you meet him,
Hey, you
Yeah.
know what?
so
Hey,
I'm friends with him on
Make him
Facebook.
your bringer.
Put an extra
It'd be easy
fucking
to replace
H
him
in
You know
with
what I
there.
mean?
another
I
person
need to
with
send
the
him a
same
message.
name.
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
friends with him on Facebook just because we have the same name. And he hasn't used this Instagram in 5 years.
Bastard.
Yeah, well then just be like, hey man, I'm trying to chase my dreams. Can I have the fucking Instagram?
Yeah. And he'll be like, that's money. I want $1,000.
Anyway, we got a gig to do.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for listening.